Well, good morning. It is Friday, May 8th. This is the status chat for it, and we'll get started. But I got to tell you, I've got some new things coming if it works out well. One of which is probably next week. May not have a status chat, but what I may do is just put this video out here. I don't know how many of you people are interested in kind of going out to the country, maybe buying a piece of property that may or may not have city water, and for that intent and purposes, I happen to have a well that I set up before we got city water out here, and I've got that recommissioned. I'll show you a little bit of kind of what a well house looks like. It'll be posted under the playlist. Home in Land, I think is what I call that, is where that'll be. Also, I have a mortgage guy extraordinaire. I'm working with him, see if we can't come up with a way of doing a little show and just let him come on and tell you a little bit about what the market's doing. It's been a little bit jittery. There's been some changes in the minimum credit scores. He's better qualified to tell you what he sees from where he sits than I am, so we might do that too. Now, you turn on your computer, depending on who you watch, what you listen to, it can be some pretty scary and depressing stuff. And in fact, 26 million people have been, I think, temporarily displaced, but it's still a very real setback people have if they're dealing with that stress. And I do feel for them, but I think it's going to be short-lived. And I think I told you that on previous status chats. The big banks are expecting to see just a quick drop and a quick rebound right back up. So hopefully recovery will be good for the people that do need it. More and more this whole coronavirus seems to be something other than what it was originally told to us to be. The economy did get crashed down pretty hard, but it looks like we're going to bounce right back. We were told to expect 4% mortality, and now whether you call it God, science, or just dumb luck, or some sort of a scheme, it looks like the real numbers are closer to 0.1%, which is even below seasonal flu value. So I think we're doing good. Recent studies are showing, even from the big guys, get out of the house. Don't wear your mask and breathe in that dirty, filthy inside the house air and all that. Get out, get you some sunshine, and get moving. I think we're ready to go. I think we're chomping at the bit. I think the meals are going to come back to the restaurants. I think we're going to go back to buying cars. And I think things all over are going to bounce right back, because there's nothing like being sent to your room that first minute that mama lets you open that door and come out. It just feels like heaven, doesn't it? All right. So I think we ran through the numbers. This thing right here, I'm looking at one of these not so rosy opinions, and perhaps for this real estate person who was used in this article, maybe. But remember, all politics is local, all real estate is local, okay? So if you read about something, always notice where they're talking about. Is it a national type thing? Because California, some of these places that they're holding them up and they're going to keep them in there a long time, they're going to hurt their economies. They're going to see some troubles that we're not going to have. Now, Governor Lee's already kind of letting us go, and I think we're going to bounce right back. I mean, tomorrow I get a haircut. How about that? Okay? So people, also something else to consider, like with the 1031 property exchange for people who do investments. A lot of these extremely expensive states, they're already maxed out. There's nothing they can do with it. So we're seeing a lot of investment come in from California and New York and these places coming into Tennessee. We're seeing good numbers. And if I haven't given you the numbers, I'll give them to you right now. I think I mentioned this in the previous status chat. People say it's going to slow down. The wheels are going to come off the wagon, that kind of thing. I don't think we hardly even notice it. January of this year alone, 147.5 million, just benchmark, not the whole market, but just our share of benchmark. 173.6 for February, and in March it was 215.2. Now we have seen some slowing down. They've been slowing down on the showings, because quite frankly, there are those out there who will go out, who ask you to go see a house, and they just kind of want you to go out there and entertain them for a weekend and buy them a hamburger or something. Those type of people have kind of fallen by the wayside, and we're actually seeing better conversion. So when we list a house, we're seeing fewer walkthroughs, fewer virtuals. The houses are still selling, still getting the contracts. things are doing pretty well. In fact, we've just kind of cut out some of that noise. So future is bright, and if you need some help, if you're thinking about listing your house, give me a call. At the end of this, you'll see my TREC compliant commercial, and through this thing you should have seen my little contact stuff at the bottom of the screen. So I feel pretty good. I can't see tomorrow, but I feel pretty good about today. And if you feel pretty good about today in the future, why don't we get together? So give me a call. I'll look for you. If you have real property to sell in the greater Murfreesboro, Rutherford County area, then call CallDelToSell at Benchmark Realty 615-409-SOLD. That's 7653 or 615-809-2323.